down. I guess we still got to figure this intro thing out, but you know what? Um, we're here. Uh, Shit Talking Sundays, fitness tip of the week. Have patience, everybody. I'm going to get this stuff right. But we have Vince the Beast with Team Fitness Major. We have some important announcements that we're going to have for you today. So pay close attention. If you haven't like, share, subscribe, or hit that notification button yet, well, I don't know what your problem is. You're missing some good stuff because I like free 90 free, and Vince the Beast has agreed once a week to give it to me free 90 free so that I can give it to all of y'all. So once again, like, share, or subscribe, hit that notification button, and hey, man, let's get started, man. What's going down, Vince the Beast?
Oh man, not much, man. Appreciate everyone for hanging out and sticking with it. I just came from the dentist, so I'm a little numb right now. But we're gonna ride through this. So if you see anything, people stroke awareness. So if you see like one side of my mouth is not moving like the other, that is why. Okay, I'm healthy. I'm well. Just a little numb on the right side of the mouthpiece, but we good. We gonna make this happen, cause that's what we do, man. We come together and we make it happen. Uh, how you doing today?
Man, I can't complain, man. I I've had a pretty good day. Everything is going as it should. I'm back in the gym. I'm feeling more healthy. I'm definitely sore. Um, you
Okay.
know, Remember, everybody, you can start your New Year's resolution on the first if you want to, but change begins with you, and every day is your New Year's resolution because day one is day one. If you need to keep track, use a calendar. Um, you know, don't do what everybody else does because everybody else that does that New Year's resolution BS, they usually fall off. So be unique, be different, start now. Don't make excuses on why you have to start in 3 weeks. Make an excuse on why you're starting tomorrow. Have a why. Do your why. Take your butt to the gym and get in where you fit in. Because I'm gonna tell you, this is week 2, day 3, and
Okay.
yes, I'm still sore, um, but I definitely feel a whole lot better. I feel more energy. My eating habit has increased. So just letting you know, um, if you ain't trying to get out there and make it happen, you're every day that you don't go exercise is one more day that you're not going to live on this earth. Just let that be your why. I mean, it's a shitty thing to say, but every day is shit talking Sunday. So I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. So like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, and Vince the Beast, let them know. We need to know what produce is good for you.
Yeah, yeah, like you said, great point. Start now. Ride the momentum. Get that build up now, so that next year you can hit the ground running, be at full strength, get out of that old habit and get into that new habit. So, when they say start the new year working out, you should like AG just spoke on. He started 2 weeks ago. You should have started either this week or for sure it should have been last week, because like they say, it takes 3 weeks to create a habit, right? So think about this: if you started a week ago and you rolled these last 3 weeks in, you're already in the mode. You're already in the habit. You're already in the flow of getting to that healthier, better, fitter lifestyle. So it is so important to get started now, for a lot of reasons. But one of the main reasons would be is to build that momentum up. So like AG said, and kudos for him getting on it, and anybody else that has started and got on their process already. So keep it up, stay strong, keep moving. And don't forget also to donate to the cause. You know what I'm saying? So we can make sure that we deliver you this prime content and get all this education out to you, and get some laughs into you, and get some joy into you, because it's not all about just being serious in education. This is shit talking Sunday. So between my show and all the other shows that AG has brought on, we try to bring something different, kind of keep it lighthearted for the most part, but at the same time, make sure that you get what you need to get where you want to go. So, so produce, right? So we talk about produce, and this time of year, any time of year, this fruits and vegetables, they're seasonal. But we talked a little bit about in the prior show about how to build your immune system. The vitamin C, the vitamin E. I mean, all vitamins play a role, right? And what is rich in vitamins? Produce, fruits, your vegetables. A lot of the vitamins you need, a lot of the natural vitamins you need, are in fruits and vegetables, right? Along with a lot of things to help with immune system, like we talked about. So if you haven't listened to the last show, make sure to go back this one week and listen to that show. But listen to all the shows that we've been doing over the course of over a year now. So to get that education, to build that platform up for yourself, and to get a lot of questions answered that you may have about health, wellness, and the whole fit lifestyle. So fruits and vegetables, right? Frozen and then there's fresh, right? I mean, there's dried and stuff as well, but I really wanna harp on, and I might touch a little bit on the dried fruits and vegetables as well. Our fruits mostly, but some vegetables I believe they dry them out as well. But I really want to talk about fresh and frozen. The old narrative, fresh is best, right? And I'm a big believer in that. And I've even talked about this in a prior show. I spoke about getting fresh fruits and getting fresh vegetables and how important they are. But I've not saying I've changed that, but I'm saying just like with exercise and with health, it depends. They both have a role um, in your lifestyle and in your life. Period. And now, so we're gonna talk about fresh first. We talk about fresh being best. Fresh is great. Like I said, I'm a big supporter of fresh and getting stuff fresh. But here's where the problem lies. And I'm one of those people, and you might be one of those people as well. You go by, especially if you have like a membership to like a big brand store, like where you can buy it in bulk. The big brand stores where you go out and you can buy big packages of especially like bags of fruit or vegetables. And sometimes you get them, and you might usually a lot of times people buy the fruits or the vegetables because they want to make something specific either that day or the next day. So you might use that up. I start using some of that immediately, but it's such a big bulk where you might stop using it. And anybody knows, especially if it's raw, if it's organic, fresh. Once you open up a lot of fruits, and once you cut open fruits, once you open up a bag of vegetables, or a lot of times, or unseal the package, and that once the air hits it, especially if it's really organic, without preservatives, without pesticides, it will start to deteriorate. And I mean, that's one of the biggest ways that people, me included, or me specifically, I'm talking about myself now, waste some money because it goes bad. I don't know about you, but like things like mushrooms. Like I swear, if I open up a thing of mushrooms on Monday, by Wednesday or Thursday, it will start. It will. If I don't use them all by Thursday or Friday, it's a wrap. They're gone. I've tried all these different ways of sealing it, and some things help a little bit longer than help preserve it a little bit longer than others, but a lot of times it tends to go bad. Even even some of like my the bag of baby spinach. It starts to get soggy. And I don't know about you, but I don't like it soggy. It tastes nasty to me. It doesn't. I don't even like how it feels in my hand, let alone probably put it in my mouth. So I'm definitely one of the people that sometimes my fruits and my vegetables I buy will start to mold because I or start to spoil because I didn't use them fast enough or I didn't seal it properly enough. So some of the best things about frozen is and why it's a great option is typically the stores are the people that freeze them or the production companies. They will pick them at their ripest form. So obviously ripest form means that they are ready for digest, and that's when they're at the height of their nutrient of their the height of being nutritious, right? All the nutrients, vitamins and minerals that are in them are at the peak. So they freeze it in that thing just to preserve it. So that's really helps with bringing nutritional value, good nutritional value, right? So you still can once you use them for however you use them, you will start to get those same nutrients. Uh, some may have a slight and it's not a lot. It's not a high rate of depletion of the vitamins and the minerals, and when you freeze it as opposed to when you um, keep it fresh. So that's a great thing. So that helps a lot to preserve the food, preserve the fruits and vegetables from spoiling, which of course at the end of the day is going to save you a lot of money. Also, um, you want to pay attention to the seasons. Uh, because the seasons make a difference when it comes to if you if you're in season or if you're out of season. One, the cost can be different. Usually, it's more expensive if it's something that's out of season, say like a watermelon. Um, it's out of season, so it's going to be higher price than it would be when it's in season, right? But another thing that you tend to get because it's not in season, like well, how do you get it, or how do you grow it? So a lot of times it's not going to be a naturally organic because it's not grown naturally organically, right? But another thing that you tend to find is that it's not as sweet. Like let's use watermelon for instance, but it's not as sweet, or so it doesn't taste the same. Well, because it's out of season. So it's so another one of the benefits of again getting frozen is if you buy it right before it goes out of season. If it's something that goes out of season, you can preserve that again, the nutrients that's in there, to preserve that to keep that taste, that flavor that you look for when you pick a certain fruit. Um, fruit, vegetables don't really have much flavor by itself. So, but as far as fruits, it helps to have that same sweetness or that taste that you're desiring at that time, and you're not losing the nutritional value as much as if you just bought something that was just out of season. So, a couple examples like vitamin C, like in peas, like spinach. You think about peas and spinach, right? Those are really good frozen. And a couple things that you can do with that um, is you can cook them, of course. You can also put them in like a smoothie. Um, you can put them in like uh, you know this is chili season, so chilies. I'm not saying you put peas or necessarily, but a lot of the frozen vegetables and fruits. So I'm just using peas and spinach like smoothies. Um, put them in like your um, what else we would use it for? Like your well, I'm just gonna use smoothies because I don't use it for much else, honestly. But and then raw, it's good to have raw if you need that immediate. You need that like right now. Like I want to. Obviously, you don't want to have frozen baby spinach if you want a salad. That's gonna be soggy. It's gonna taste nasty. Again, I'm gonna talk about that texture, right? So if you're using it now, then you want to use something like spinach. You want to get that fresh as opposed to frozen. But if it's something that you just want to have for like smoothies and for something like things like that, then obviously you can do it or put in your soups. You can use that frozen. Um, Whereas like you think of like proteins, right? Whereas proteins, you need to cook those. Well, I need to cook those. I don't know. Some people do eat raw. Um, but one of the benefits of things like of your meat, it's a pro and con. It just depends on how much you prepare it. Now, obviously, if you overcook it, you start to kill some of the nutrients. You start to kill some of the proteins in your meat. But the same thing can apply. Like you can unlock some of the nutrients, some of the vitamins in fruits and vegetables. Like think like for example, broccoli. When you cook broccoli, typically they boil it or whatever, you actually help the compounds to break down, which unlocks the nutrient to its highest degree in the broccoli. So the vitamins and stuff that you get in the broccoli are at higher performance when you cook them. And there's some that you don't need to cook that that you can just get it, like you think of like obviously like berries, or if you think of again like melons, or things that you don't have to necessarily prepare that get the nutritional value. So for frozen though, so again, it's going to preserve longer, so it's going to save you that money, of course, because now you're not wasting fruits, you're not wasting vegetables, which is highly important. That's one of the things I recommend doing is being selective and knowing what you're using it for, and also knowing um, how much you how much you really need. Now again, but if you're shopping one of the stores where you buy it in big bulk, obviously you want to do that. So well, you can seal it yourself and put it in the freezer to preserve it. Another thing that people do is they blanch their produce. It's basically kind of like a cooking process, and then they'll package them, and then they put them up to preserve it. I've never done it myself. It's like a boiling process. So I've never done them. I don't know if AG's done them. If anybody else on here has done them, let me know. But that's one way of preserving it, to make sure that you get more bang for your buck. Because uh, again, I throw away a lot of it, I'm trying to work on that to help preserve that. Another thing that you do, and a lot of countries do this actually. U.S. doesn't really do it because we just waste food all the time. But a lot of countries, they go buy they buy just enough. Like I was just saying, they don't buy it in big bulk. They buy just enough to last them like 2 3 days, and then they go to the store again and buy more. You know, so they go like sometimes 3 days, or 2 or 3 times a week to buy their produce. Well, I mean, if you're going fresh, and if fresh is the avenue you're going for, especially on certain things, then yeah, that's a great thing, because you're not going to waste the food, and you're going to get some exercise. You're going to get some activity in. So it's a win-win. It's a benefit both ways for that. And then, but if you're a person that likes to buy in bulk, um, definitely be aware of what you're buying, and maybe look into different ways to seal it, look into different ways of preserving it, look at different ways to prepare it, either prepare it for storage and or prepare it um, for or preserve it to prepare for and to prepare it later on. So you think of, obviously we're in like soup season, we're in chili season. So think of things, buy things maybe more in bulk, where you can preserve it, put it in like chilies, put it in your soups. I already mentioned, put it in your smoothies, put it in your oatmeal. Oatmeal snacks, oatmeal bars. Of course, just oatmeal, just regular oatmeal. Just making oatmeal by itself. Breakfast smoothies with oatmeal. Um, so there's different things that you can add to that you can save to add to it for later dates. Um, but just pay attention to that again, and then organic. If you're buying all, I mean, which I don't say you should buy all organic. That's you typically get that fresh because if it's naturally organic, it doesn't really, from what I've noticed, that they don't really freeze a lot of that. And I mean they might, but if they do, I haven't noticed it myself. I typically would just buy it in its raw form, based on the facts that they typically pick it in its ripest form. So you're not going to really lose the nutrients with that. Um, One thing, if you do organic, I say to save money, is not to buy organic like bananas, melons, oranges, um, the orange family, so tangerines, grapefruit. The reason why I say that is because it's okay. So it's good for a reason of you might get a higher nutritional content, but it doesn't affect like the pesticides. That's the one of the main differences in what makes something organic or certified organic versus non-organic. Is they don't spray pesticides, and or there is the soil is been tested by the government, and it is being grown on a natural or a clean surface. You know, it may not have been had any toxins in the soil, may not be contaminated. The soil has not been contaminated. It's good it's good ground. It's good soil. That's the main thing. Then they put pesticides, of course, where they spray to preserve it and to protect it from bugs. But you look at things like I mentioned, like the bananas, the orange family, the melon family. You're not eating the outside. Not only you're not eating the outside, but the it's so thick. The covering is so thick that it won't penetrate into the fruit. So you don't really have to worry about it penetrating into the fruit and you consuming the pesticides or the sprays that they use. So, but things that you eat the outside of, you think of like a lot of like your leafy vegetables. You think of your apple family. Think of your grapes and your berry family. Things like that. Um, if you're going to do organic, that's the ones you should use organic on, or your organic dollars on. And then of course, um, if you do buy them again frozen, to make sure that you seal it up, but it's obviously going to stretch it out and make it last for a longer time. Um, well, hey Domily, I see you. uh, Appreciate that. Appreciate you taking the time out. Um, yeah, so for the most part, I mean, it's pretty straight, cut and dry. The So far as the dried, the one thing dried, as far as for the preservative part and the taste and the eating, having a healthy snack, they're good for that. The nutrition does tend to drop more because how they process it. They have to process it different. Obviously, for freezing, that you're not really processing. But then again, just like when you get canned fruits, get canned vegetables, they have to put that syrup in. They have to do stuff to preserve it. Well, there's a process, the processing of doing like dried, like um, banana chips and things like that. You don't get all the nutritional value. It's still going to be better than potato chips or candy, chocolate. It'll still be better than a lot of those things, of course. But you're not getting the same value from a nutritional standpoint as you would if you again buy it fresh and or if you get them frozen. So that's just some things to look out for. when you're looking into how you want to purchase your fruits and vegetables. But it really boils down more so to you and your household. You know, again, if you are, a single person, or if it's just you and maybe one person, buying a big bulk might not be the best value if it's fresh. If you are, if you have a big family, family of four or more, then yeah, if everyone eats that, of course, then obviously you can utilize it more. But even with that, you still need to pay attention to sealing it properly, refrigerating it if it's something that needs to be refrigerated, or putting it into a climate where it won't enhance the spoil. This time of year isn't as bad because in the wintertime, stuff keeps cooler, and that's the typical process. Stuff either room temperature or cooler, and if room temperature is cooler, it's not going to affect a lot of your fruits or your vegetables. Whereas obviously in summertime, a lot of them they tend to wilt or spoil quicker. So just a few things to look out for, a few things to be aware of, and a good way again to save you some money when it comes to taking care of your health on a budget, or just cost effective. And yeah, this is a shorter show, so I appreciate everyone again. Um, my mouth is it held through pretty well, so thankfully. But just a service announcement. 2023 is right around the corner. It is going to be uh, it's going to be some awesome things coming up. We're definitely going to keep providing you with content, and we're hoping to get you to get involved and help you take that next step going forward. We're gonna be here for that. Um, so look out for all the new things that's coming up, and announcements. But this is gonna be the last one of this year, so we can start really setting back and evaluating where we are, what we've done. Just like you do, we talk about getting together for your New Year's, planning it, um, understanding your why, getting the process down, and coming up with new, fresh ideas. We are not going away. You can always hit me up. Um, Hit me up either on the website, teamfitnessmajor.com. You can always check us out on, in any of the socials, of course. You can always give me a call. Again, the number is 916-410-1950. And you can, if you want to ask a question, you could have an inquiry. You want to talk about a different show topic you might want to hear about, or if you want a free consultation, definitely hit that line up. You can definitely hit up AG the Dad also. You can hit him up on Shit Talking Sundays on Facebook, or if he has the number up, you can hit him up directly too, and say, and hey, I want to take that challenge that you was talking about, meeting you at the gym, or hey, I want to hear about something regards to X, Y, or Z. Definitely, again, I want the show to be interactive for you, the listeners, because this is about you. This is about you. It is for you. And like AG always says, it is for free. This is free time. This is free question Q&A. This is free. It's not really a consultation, but free inquiries. So fire away. I'm here for it, and that's the whole purpose. That's the process. That's what I do. That's what I have a passion for, and that's what I'm here to help you with. That's the whole purpose of this show, is to help you guys to get up and get going and get an understanding on how to be a better you.
Man, I couldn't have said it better myself. Nah, I probably could have,
Yeah,
but
but
you did good. You did good for a fitness instructor. Uh, if you don't take heed to what he says, hey man, it's your loss. I provide this platform here for you so that you can get free 90 free fitness tips of the week. I'm giving you value. If you don't want to use it, it's your bad. Me, I utilize it. I just talk to him off camera because I don't want to give you all the juices. You got to listen to it throughout the episodes to get all the little bits and pieces and put it together. But I am telling you that if you do need to set up a workout routine, whatever, man, it worked for me. I went from 125 to 160. Uh, Dealing with him and fell off for a year because of a medical injury. But I'm back. I'm 155 right now, and we're going to see if I can get back to 165, 170. The challenge he's talking about is if anybody is in the Sacramento area, Sacramento, California, that is, and you wish to work out, you hit me up. You email me at agthedad at shittalkingsundays.com, and I will take you with me to the gym and we will work out. I will off camera, I will give you the location where we can meet up and you could come to the gym and, get a free workout or two. All right. That's the best I can do for you. Other than that, if you ain't got nothing else to say, I'll talk to you next year. All you fitness tip of the week viewers, if you guys have any questions or concerns, you have his number. I'm AG the Dad at shittalkingsundays.com. You got my, you know what? I'm going to give you 912, write it down, 912 486 5010. That's my direct number. You call me if you want to go to that gym and let's make it happen. All right. Till next year, you guys have a happy holidays and have a very blessed new year. Don't start your New Year's resolution on January 1st. Start it tomorrow. All right. That's Vince the Beast with Team Fitness Major. And I'm AG the Dad with Shit Talking Sundays Fitness Tip of the Week. Everybody be blessed. We're out.